It is good to fight with you again.
What's up, guys? Razor here. Okay, so I'm going to do a review of Diablo 3. In the background, you'll see cinematic from the beginning of Act 2, and then a lot of it's lower level wizard gameplay from when I was playing Diablo. I recorded it. So here we go. Before I start, I just wanted to make it 100% clear. I've never played Diablo 1 or 2. And I don't play World of Warcraft, so I'm not like a Blizzard fan. This is a completely unbiased review. I played the game for about a week so far. Right now I have a level 22 wizard, so like I've gotten a good amount into the game, not like, you know, crazy like everyone else. I'm gonna keep playing, try to get as far as I can. So for all those who want to know, you know, buy the game, not buy the game, just listen to this review, see what you think, and yeah. Okay, so to start off, as we all know, huge server problems on the first day. I don't know, people were trying to log in, they couldn't get an error 37, and I mean, I heard some good lines, not gonna lie. Like, I don't always try to play Diablo 3, but when I do, I get error 37. One does not simply log into Diablo 3. I mean, yes, okay, we get it. They had server problems, okay, it's not the end of the world, but on the other hand, this is Blizzard we're talking about. I mean, they're a huge company, and they know exactly how many copies they manufactured and shipped out, so there's no reason why they weren't prepared for how many people were going to log on to the game. There wasn't more people logging on than games they sold, and not all the copies were sold, so they should have prepared for this, and that's not forgivable by any standard. But for example, I got the game the day after it came out, I think, maybe even that day. Like, it came out midnight of, I think, Thursday or Tuesday or something, and I got it that night after. Played the game. I don't think at the beginning never was unable to log in. I was able to get in every time I logged in. I just got the second time I played, I got disconnected a bunch of times, but that was it. I didn't have any server problems, but I'm sure when the game just came out, like the second it came out, people started playing and crashed servers, and they all were flipping shits and stuff and whatever. I mean, I don't understand why someone would, if they have a job, a paying job, why they would take off a day of their job to play a video game. I mean, I'm a huge fan of video games, but it's still a video game, and you have a job and a life. If you don't, then that's your problem. But I don't see any point in that. But putting server issues aside, Diablo 3 is, from what I've seen, it's got everything anyone who's an RPG fan could hope for. I mean, the graphics are amazing. They're really nice to look at. They're just very well detailed, and everything is just beautiful. The environments that you walk around in, you know, it's a dungeon crawler, so you have dungeons and crawling and then that's it. You got enemies and stuff. The environments, they're all like interactive environments. If you're walking through like a desert and you see a scaffolding, you can shoot the wood while there are enemies around, and the wood will collapse and hurt the enemies. You can, when you loot dead bodies, sometimes they'll explode. Sometimes they'll give you loot. Sometimes they'll poison you, or give you gold or weapons. Or it's totally random. Everything's randomized. It's an unlimited amount of gameplay. I mean, I've had times where I've been in the middle of a quest, and, you know, I've gotten some stuff, and then I have to stop the game to do something, so I exit the game, and since it's online, I can't save, start over from the beginning of the dungeon, and it's a whole new experience. I mean, the map is the same, but different enemies coming out at different times. I'm getting more loot than before. It's not like I lost the loot saves. I mean, everything saves. It's just, you get more stuff, and everything is just more. The skill effects, for example, the wizard, I don't know how much this is emphasized in other classes, but the wizard has a lot of range spells and exploding spells and force fields and armor spells and all different types of spells that are just, they're so nice to look at. Like, everything just works with the game. When you see yourself shooting fireballs off to the distance, it just looks beautiful, and it looks very nice. The storyline is very good, and I haven't played the other two, so I don't know exactly what's going on, just as in general. So I just got thrown into this game. I mean, I understand that there's demons attacking Earth and Magda, who I killed, and other things, and whatever. I'm killing bad guys, and it's awesome. It's a lot of fun. And the online part of the game is the whole thing, which a lot of people were upset about. So I want to just talk about that for a second. People are saying, you know, you can't be online all the time. What if I don't have internet? What if I want to play single player? For one thing, it's not like people didn't know that. So I hope no one bought the game thinking they could play it offline and then were disappointed, because it was pretty clear, especially people who followed the game's releasing and stuff, it was pretty clear that the game is online, period, and that's it. There are a couple of reasons why they would do this. I mean, one, just as a general rule for any game, online DRM makes it harder to pirate. From what I know, they haven't cracked the game yet. And personally, I don't know if they ever will. I mean, the online component is a huge part of the game. It just adds so much. You can play through the single player and just play by yourself. You have it offline somehow, and I just don't think it'll be as fun. I mean, I have a lot of fun playing with other people, because the online part of the game gives you very easy access to just jump in with other people, and you hit join game, boom, find people who are playing the same quest as you, and just like that, you're playing with other people. The difference is that when you're playing single player, you're a little more involved with the story. You take time to read. If you're playing with other people, they can be rushing ahead. You're trying to catch up. Maybe you have to go back to town and sell stuff. You come back and everyone's already dead, and you just have to pick up all the loot, and they've read all the dialogue, and you don't know what's going on. You can always go back and do it yourself. When you're playing with other people, it makes it so much more fun to go around and share loot and kill. When you're fighting bosses, you have 4 people running all over the place. It's an awesome experience. And when you're fighting by yourself, sometimes it just might be too hard, and you need other people to play with you. Because you need that. The wizard is good by himself, but when you can have a barbarian going in for close range while you're standing back, instead of having everyone swarming the wizard who's not good at close range, it makes you feel like you're more of a team, and it adds that much more to the game. Besides the pirating issue, there's the auction house. The auction house is one of the biggest parts of the game that some people are excited about, some people are just like, what the hell is this? So I want to talk about that for a second. For those people who don't know, Blizzard decided to make an auction house because in the earlier games there was no auction house. People would sell items on eBay for money. They would just go on eBay and say, I'm selling the sword for money. And people would buy it and they would make money. Blizzard was like, okay, whoa, hold on. Why would we let people sell it on eBay when we could sell it in the game? People don't have to leave the game. We could just have it in game and we could take a cut of the money. And just like that, we're making money. For them, it's a great business move. And it will make it easier for people. You don't even have, you leave your game while still being in the menu. You click auction house, you put it up, and you could sell it. And for all you could start making money. For some people who played Diablo 2, for example, they might have thought it would be too difficult to go on eBay and make work through an eBay account. This one is straight through the game, and it makes it a lot simpler for everyone. Blizzard has revealed that they're taking a cut out of every transaction. If you're selling weapons or armor or accessories or any type of unique items using in-game currency, the gold, Blizzard takes 15% of whatever you sell it for. On the other hand, if you sell it for real, actual money, they only take $1. While that's good in certain cases, if you sold a sword that wasn't a great sword, you had a rare item, you sell it for $1.25, someone buys it, you get 25 cents, they take $1, and you barely made any money. On the other hand, if you sell a crazy, you found a level 60 crazy sword that kills everyone, and you sell it for $250, Blizzard will still only take $1, and you make $249. And I mean, I would be the happiest person in the world if that happened. Being able to sell a video game item for $250 and barely have any taxes, I guess, taken out of it. It's great. If you're selling commodities like gems and dyes or recipes, Blizzard takes 15% of whatever the price is, whether it's in-game currency or actual cash. So it's a little different than any weapons, armor, stuff like that. Once you sell with real-world money, if you make, $10 from an item, you can decide what you want to do with your money. You can either move it into your Battle.net account, and you can use it, pay for your Diablo account. Or not Diablo, World of Warcraft. You don't have to pay for World of Warcraft anymore. If you're good at Diablo, you can make money from Diablo and use it to pay for World of Warcraft subscriptions, and that's it. You can use this to make back the money you bought Diablo for, and that's amazing. If you want, or you can transfer your money into a PayPal account, and Blizzard will take another 15%. So, let's say you made that $250 thing and you lost $1, $249. It would bring it down to like $210, $211, and still a lot of money. You lose a little, but now you have money to spend. You just sold the video game, you don't have money to spend, and I think it's amazing. So the auction house, after all the server issues, it was supposed to be, I think, the week after the game came out, but they're delaying it until May 29th. That's when they're going to come out with the auction house. They have the auction house now just with gold, only gold. The real money auction house, which is going to take a little more keeping an eye on, I guess, by Blizzard, that's coming on May 29th. That's when they're opening it to the public, hopefully. Now, that is a major reason why it needs to be connected to the internet, because if you don't have constant connection to the internet, people, I'm sure, without a doubt, people are going to be hacking into their accounts, their offline accounts, and putting in crazy items and selling it for real money, and that's really bad. If people are making fake items, selling for real money, that is not something you want. They'll literally just be stealing money from people left and right. Blizzard needs to be able to keep an eye on your account at all times. They need to be able to know what items are going in and out of your account and make sure nothing's fake. That is a very good reason. Now, it's not a perfect reason, because some people would say, I don't have internet, there's nothing I can do about it. It's not going to change, that's for sure. They're never going to make an offline, that's how it's going to be. If they did make an offline, it would have to be a totally separate game, and people would just buy the offline version and not the online version, and that would be that. Blizzard, it's not going to happen. So you're just going to have to deal with it. So that's that. So besides all the good points about the game, the graphics, the environments, the story, the character classes are, you have a wizard, the witch doctor, the barbarian, all different types of gameplays for each of them. Whatever type of game style you play, they have something for it. There's no issues there. There are a couple of issues with the game that I want to get out. Sometimes, if you're playing the game and you see a bunch of enemies, you jump in there, you're trying to fight, all of a sudden, more enemies come out of nowhere, they swarm you, and you can't even see yourself. You don't know where you are. You're trying, for example, with the wizard, you have to aim. Like, some of them you have to aim, and you don't know where you're aiming because you don't know where your body is because you can't see yourself. You get completely lost action. Sometimes the action is so intense that you just have no idea what's going on. You end up dying, which dying in this game is not bad. You lose 10% durability in all your items, but that you can easily repair that at any store by just teleporting back to your main town and repair it. But sometimes it gets so overwhelming that you have no idea what's going on. You end up dying. Now, the hotkey for the primary attack is the same as the move button. For most people, that's the left mouse click. That means you hold down the left mouse click to move around, and if you want to attack, you have to click on the enemy, which can be disastrous, especially for a wizard, because this will result in you seeing an enemy, clicking on the enemy, and you charging head-on into battle instead of attacking you from afar. That ends up killing you. Luckily, the shift key, at least as default, anchors you in place so that when you're attacking, you don't move and you can attack from far, which has resulted in every time I see an enemy, I just slam on the shift key in order so that I don't charge into battle and kill myself. There is one game-breaking bug, which I don't think they fixed yet, which during one mission, if you're playing a Demon Hunter class, and you have a Templar follower, and you give your equipped shield to the Templar follower, the game will just kick you off the server, give you a 3006 error, and won't let you log in. So for now, don't do that until they fix it. But that's it. If you're an RPG fan, there's really nothing wrong with this game except for technical issues like the hotkeys and the servers. But the game itself, I don't see any way you could make it better. I mean, the story is great. The action is just, it's very engaging. You always feel like you're in battle at all times. You can jump in and out of multiplayer. Everyone has followers. You can have a Templar, healer, a wizard, a scoundrel, which is sort of like an assassin-type rogue character, and they're actually really helpful. I mean, every 5 levels you can assign them a new skill, and they're very helpful. Like, I have a Templar, he's constantly healing me during battle, and I owe my life to him many times over. So, that's a very helpful addition. If you are on the edge of whether to buy the game, I would buy it. I mean, I don't see any... $60, it seems crazy, but that's what games are nowadays. Hopefully, things will start easing up on our wallets at some point, or we don't. $40 maybe. $60 is expensive. I would buy the game. If I were to give this a rating, unlike the Metacritic scores, which, I mean, I think they're still like 3.5, which is ridiculous because everyone was freaking out about the server problems when they weren't actually reviewing the games itself. They weren't reviewing gameplay, they were just reviewing the fact that it's, you know, can't play the game. The reviews on Metacritic from like actual critics is an 88 out of 100, which is basically what I would give the game. I would give the game 8.5, 9, maybe even higher, 9 point something, I don't know, out of 10. It's just a really good game. There's no reason it should have a 4 on Metacritic when the game itself is... Blizzard did a very good job covering all aspects of the game. And I give them props for that. So, I'll be leaving... There's probably, I don't know, 5-6 minutes left of gameplay in here. I'll just leave it playing for the next however long it is. I don't know how long I'm speaking for. Enjoy. If you guys want to see more Diablo 3 gameplay, feel free to comment and tell me what you want to see. And maybe, I probably won't live stream, because I have very weird schedules all the time, so I don't know if I'll have time to live stream. Although the next couple of weeks I'm not really doing much. Maybe, I'll probably just be recording videos. I'll be coming out, there's a game called Brick Force, which I will be doing a run-through of a map I made, which I can't register, but I'll be doing a review of the map, just showing you guys what I'm working on, what kind of game it is. I will be doing a review of a game. Someone asked me to review a game for him that he's working on. I don't remember the name off the top of my head, but that will be coming out soon. You guys can check those videos out. I just gave away some guest passes for Diablo. Check out the winners in the last video. Yeah. Razor out.
Could we find more like that? mighty adversary is before us.
Need more arcane power. Arcane power. Still waiting. Ready yet. Need more arcane power.
That was a worthy foe. Glorious!
Arcane power.
By all that is holy, do you see that enemy over there?